Who's that? Who's that? Who's there?
Hey.
Say hi. Hi everyone. It feels like it's literally been weeks since, like, honestly even like months since we recorded and put out a video. But it's only been just over a week. It's just we got so used to putting out like at least one video a day during Miss Universe season, if not more. Like that one day I put out like 3 or 4 videos in 24 hours, which was insane. So to say the least, we needed a bit of a break. It was very much needed. Lily's actually sick now, which is so sad. I got sick, then she got sick. I know it's bound to happen, especially it's like cold and flu season, which we tried to avoid, but it's inevitable at some point or another. So I hope you all had a very Merry Christmas. It is December 27th today, so 2 days after Christmas. It's been really nice to just take some days and be chill. We are in Edmonton, Alberta. All of our family is in Saskatchewan. So we didn't see our family this year at Christmas. We just didn't want to travel because we just haven't really had many days just to do just do nothing, so that's what we were trying to do. As you can see, this background is a little crazy. There's blankets and stuff, but I just wanted to record a little video of 5 things I learned this year from the pageant world. What did you learn? I would say the first thing that I learned that was something I didn't really expect, and that is how incredible this online pageant community is. I really had no idea, and a lot of you know that when I recorded my first videos last year, it's been just over a year, I didn't know what was gonna happen with the videos and how many people were gonna see them, how many of you were gonna subscribe. We're at like around 85,000 subscribers now, and last year there was like 1,000 people, so that is just so crazy. I didn't know how many people were interested in the pageant world, I guess. Like, I knew that a lot of people watched it. Obviously when I went to the Philippines, I knew how many people love Miss Universe, but I didn't know how many people online were interested, if that makes sense. Last year I was requested on my YouTube channel. I didn't have many videos out, but I had quite a few requests on there and on my Instagram to do a Miss Universe 2018 predictions, the year Catriona won. So I put out a predictions, and overnight it had like, I think 5,000 or 7,000 views, and to me that was like crazy. Like, none of my videos had that many views, and I was like, whoa, this is insane. This video is like exploding on my channel. Then I just kept putting out more videos, like Miss Universe predictions, the preliminary post-preliminary predictions, and just almost like giving, like how you see like sports channels giving like updates on like what's going on in certain tournaments or something. I was doing that, but for Miss Universe, and so many of you loved it, and then I was loving that you were loving it. If you followed along then, you knew that I was like 8 months pregnant, so I didn't really have like other things that I was doing, so I was just dedicating my time to creating these videos for you, and it ended up just being so much fun, and I got to connect with so many people around the world, and yeah, it was just a blast. So then from there I decided to do some videos for Bini Bini Pilipinas, for some of the other national competitions like Miss Puerto Rico, Miss Mexico, Miss Universe Canada, of course, Miss USA, and then of course we decided to actually go to Atlanta and cover Miss Universe live from Atlanta, which was so much fun. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we're gonna go to Miss USA this year and Miss Universe this year in 2020. We're maybe gonna go to Miss Peru, that's kind of pending, and maybe a couple other of the national competitions, so we'll see. So my first thing that I learned, this is like a long-winded answer, is just how incredible this online community is, how many of you are so passionate about these competitions, and I think what's so powerful is that we all can find like inspiration in these girls. So that leads me into the next point that I've learned, which I already kind of knew, but it became more obvious after following some of these competitions and like getting to know more about the girls, and that is there are some remarkable, incredible, inspiring women who are role models all around the world. And I think I already knew that, but it just became so much more clear after like researching some of these girls and how truly unbelievable the leaders of today and leaders of tomorrow in terms of women are, and I feel like there's amazing things coming. Next thing I kind of discovered, I'm sorry, this is so difficult. This is also partially why I haven't recorded any videos, because we wanted to take some days off, but also my brother, who you guys have come to love, Leighton, he is in Arizona right now, and he usually helps me like with videos, taking care of Lily, and Brennan works a lot, so he's not here that much. So anyway, it's just harder, you know, to try to edit her voice out of the videos. Okay, so the next thing that I learned is how I learned and discovered, and this is again something that I already knew, a lot of you already knew, but it was just really reinforced in different ways, and that is how much people actually listen to what we have to say and how much our words have power. I knew this because whether things were positive or negative said about me when I competed at Miss Universe in 2016, I took a lot of those words to heart, the good and bad. And online, I didn't see some of this stuff until after Miss Universe, which honestly was probably for the best for sure. But there were other pageant like commentators, pageant vloggers. I don't really know what to say, and I'm sure a lot of you are gonna know who I'm talking about, but they are former title holders, and they talked about me in a really negative way, or like, I don't know, I don't want to say too much, but basically I felt really upset knowing that there were former title holders who were basically saying that I didn't deserve that spot in the top 13 and that other girls should have been in my place, basically. So what I'm getting at here is that your words have power, and people feel your words, and what you say can really impact people for years, and it can like cause kind of this like question of self-worth and self-value for people. In saying that, there's some people on here who are like, why aren't you more critical of the girls? Like, why don't you be more basically harsh and not just give like the positive things? And the reason is because I've been that girl. Like, I've been the girl that people have talked negatively about, and it hurts. And so on my channel, I've really tried overall, and I'm trying to do this more and more and better with time, and that is to highlight the girls, say positive things, and just leave out, if there's any things that I feel like are negative, which honestly hardly there ever are, I'm just gonna leave those out, because I then discovered how many contestants watch my videos. I did not know this, but especially during Miss Universe, I had so many of the delegates messaging me on Instagram saying, I watch your videos, I am so grateful for what you have to say about me. Or I had some girls tell me that they actually watch my videos leading up to their national competition, and they help them prepare for their national competition and then ultimately for Miss Universe. So like, just knowing how impactful our words can be, and that the fact that I'm, you know, filming this video right now, you're watching it, it could have an impact on people, like good and bad. Our words impact people for the positive and negative, and overall I want my words to impact people positively, especially the delegates, the contestants, former delegates or future delegates. I want them to be able to feel uplifted or inspired by my words, rather than feeling hurt and like they aren't good enough, because I have been in that position. I feel like there's a lot of rambling happening in this video because I'm distracted by Lily and what she's doing. But anyways, the next thing that I learned is that people can be so mean. So mean, like unbelievable. I knew this as well when I competed at Miss Universe, all the negative messages I received on my Instagram. But I didn't know that people are cutthroat on YouTube. And I don't know if some of you have noticed this, but I used to try to respond to like as many comments as possible, and I still read a lot of them, but I have to tell you that I've stopped reading as many comments because they really made me feel so sad, because sometimes people are just so mean. Like, they cut me down in every way, and like, it's easy to say ignore the haters, but let me tell you, when you read literally hundreds, thousands of comments about yourself, whether it's the way you talk, your opinion, that you're Sierra beer gut is what somebody called me pretty recently, and that like my opinion doesn't matter, that my opinions are shallow, that my opinions lack depth, like so many things that are negative, and like, it's just really hard to read sometimes. It's really hard to see, it's hard to read, and so sometimes I just choose to not read the comments or respond. I try my best to just not respond at all to negative comments, but I will respond to positive comments as much as I can. So anyway, I learned that people are very negative, very cutthroat. It doesn't matter what you say. It does not matter what you say. People, you could be like the most positive, energetic, say all the beautiful, wonderful, gorgeous things, unicorns, rainbows, so on and so forth, and people will still cut you down. Learn that But then on a positive note, I'm gonna end this video on a positive note of what I learned is that people can be so incredibly supportive and kind and nice and amazing. And I thank you. Thank you to all of you who have been so kind, so nice. Like, I cannot believe, as much as I couldn't believe the negativity, I more so cannot believe how nice and supportive and amazing so many of you are. I get messages on Instagram from some of you who watch these videos and you say that it brightens your day or that you look forward to them and that it's like the highlight of your week, and I'm like, what? Like, thank you so much. It means the world to me. And to get those kinds of messages and comments, that's why I keep doing this, because I want to highlight these amazing women. But of course, if nobody's watching them and if nobody cares, then why would I make them? But so many of you care. So many of you want to hear from me, from Lily, from Leighton, and you want to hear our opinions. You want to, you know, see behind the scenes and all that stuff. And it means so much that I cannot even express it. So to end this video on a positive note and to go into 2020 on a positive note, I am just so grateful and have so much gratitude for all of you who are supportive and watch and are just so incredible. So thank you guys so much. We have so much exciting things, so much excitement, so many things to look forward to in 2020 on this channel, and I cannot wait to hear more from you, for you to see what's in store. And it's gonna be a good year into a new decade, which is insane. See you guys next time, maybe in 2020 or maybe tomorrow, we'll see. See you, bye.